Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my weekly predictions video. This will be my last weekly predictions video for what I think is going to happen in the next episode of the Walking Dead television series. This is a special episode. This is going to be my predictions of what I think we're going to see for the Season 8 premiere, which marks the 100th episode of the Walking Dead television series. And spoiler warning, if you guys have not seen all of The Walking Dead Season 7 yet for watching this video. If you missed it, I did my full-length review. It's over 20 minutes, really in-depth for the Season 7 finale. Tremendous episode, really ambitious. They did a lot of things in it. Check out that review. Definitely should watch it because the Season 7 finale is a must-see episode. It's a really incredible episode for the series, I think, and one of the best they've done in a long time. For sure, one of the best finales we've ever had, I'd say, definitely. So going to Season 8. Alright, so Season 8, it sounds weird to say. It's kind of crazy. We're all done Season 7 already. Kind of sad, too, at the same time, because I really did enjoy Season 7 a lot, and it's going to be a bit of a pain of a wait for October to return, so we get to finally see Season 8. But it is opening with, I want to say, a monumental episode for the show, which should probably be even bigger than the Season 7 finale because it is the 100th episode. A lot of shows, especially those that are not, your cookie-cutter, routine, episodic, crime drama or something like that, or comedy where they just pump out more and more and more and nothing really means anything and they can just keep going forever. This is a show where the episodes do mean something, where you have to follow the story in order to understand what's happening in future episodes, and it's not an easy show for them to make. They are finally getting to the 100th episode of the show, which is a huge achievement for them, seeing as how every episode is at least 42 minutes with the intro and commercials and everything. Big undertaking and huge episode for them, episode 100. As such, when we finally see this one, it should be a pretty big one. I'm thinking this will probably be midway through October. Usually it's like the third week or sometimes the fourth week of October. So 2017, sometime we haven't got an official Sunday yet, but it'll probably be the third or fourth, like near the end of October at some point around there. So really excited for this episode. Can't wait to see what they actually have for us. We don't have a promo or description really for episode 100 for Season 8. We really don't know hardly anything about it right now. But what I'll do with this video is I'm going to base it on the comics, the parts that we've gone up to, and the parts that are left in All Out War, as well as a wrapping up Season 7 video that AMC has done with the cast and crew. So the link will be in the description so you guys can check it out. It is a wrapping up episode. Quick little, promo, so to speak, where they're wrapping up the final episode of Season 7. So in that, you've got Morgan and Lenny James, who talks about their kind of expanded canvas, the larger world concept, which is getting even bigger, and we're really seeing that. I really like at the end of it where you get to see some clips from the Season 7 finale, and you get to see kind of both sides giving their speeches. You get Negan, who tells all his saviors, we're going to war, right? You've got, Rick and the others, Rick, the joint community, so to speak. So you got Rick, you've got Maggie there, and you've got Ezekiel there, all standing side by side, and Shiva as well. Really cool. Which, that kind of adds to the badassery, right? Have a tiger. Is that a tiger? The widow. It's a good lines from Negan in the finale, man. Pretty funny stuff. She has the lines. That was funny stuff. So it's pretty impressive. I've been looking forward to those kind of lines for a long time to see them, because All Out War is actually my favorite part of the Walking Dead comic book series, even up to current date. I really think that it is the best part in all the Walking Dead. This is All Out War Part 2. You can see Negan with the Saviors here. There's Dwight, the comic book series version. They're charging in. And then All Out War Part 1, we've got Rick and the others, where in this version they attack the Sanctuary. In the TV series version, they actually have covered most of this, actually. So we're in All Out War already. When I look at the tray, the volume, they've actually gone through a lot of the stuff. Holly, for example, right here, is the comic book series version, so to speak, of Sasha in a lot of ways. So we've seen a lot of Part 1 of All Out War. So the war is kind of underway, or at least the first, pretty big battle, so to speak, has gone through. And it went pretty quick, and That's one thing about when they adapt these kind of volumes, is that these volumes tend to adapt very quickly because a lot of them are action based. And in a TV series where you have 42-minute runtime with some extended episodes, those action scenes can go by very fast. In almost no time, they can buzz through, like No Way Out, for example, almost 3/4 of a volume. If they really want to, they can go through it very quickly. So with this season coming up, episode 100, we're looking at, mostly All Out War Part 2 and some of the parts that weren't covered in All Out War Part 1. There's a lot of back and forth fighting in All Out War between the groups. In this part, we'll get a little bit spoilery for the comics. If you haven't read All Out War in the comics, I'll try not to ruin it too much for you, but basically the first kind of initial battle has been fought. There's some key parts in there with the key death, with Sasha's death, Michonne fighting for her life and succeeding in that fight with the girl from the junkyard group going over and not her. And so after that, what I'm thinking probably going to happen for the next battle, I'm thinking that we'll see probably Negan in the group probably either attack Alexandria again, or Rick and the others will take the battle to them and attack the sanctuary next in the premiere. I'm thinking for this one, they're probably not going to waste any time, because episode 100, you're going to want to have that be a really good episode. You're not going to want, I think, your 100th episode of the series to be kind of like a slow, just getting started type of episode. I'm not expecting any kind of time skip, because that doesn't make sense either. We just left off on, both speeches from both sides that this is going to be war. They're going to war. They both know it now. And, I would look to see in episode 100, the first episode of season 8, the groups, start to fight back and forth. So at least one kind of battle or something of the sort in the first episode there. Maybe have Negan and the Saviors attack quickly when they don't expect it, and possibly try to grenade them or do something like that, which is some of the stuff we've seen in the comics at certain parts in these battles back and forth. And we'll really have to see how this is going to be adapted, because of All Out War being so action heavy. They could go through it very quickly if they really want to. So, of course, we have some other things that are not in the comic book series. We still have the Junkyard Group, which is out there somewhere. We don't know where they are. We don't know, how many of them were killed, how many they have in terms of numbers. It's pretty hard to tell in the finale just how many of them were shot and killed, how many of them got away, how strong they are, how much they have in terms of their firepower. There's a lot of questions with the Junkyard Group we just don't know. And how are they going to fit into the war, whether or not Jadis and them, this is a question too, are they really loyal to Negan and the Saviors, or did they just kind of agree to do this deal, and now all this stuff has kind of gone south, and they lost a good number of their people? Are they still going to be loyal to Negan? Are they going to want to get out of this war now, or are they we'll see. Rick and the others, I wouldn't think would trust them, even if they wanted to join back with Rick after what they did. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that group, because you actually have more than just, Rick and Rick's group, the surviving joint communities, and the Saviors, like a 1 versus 1, but you have these other elements in between. You have the Ocean Side, who Rick and the group has wronged. They've taken all their stuff, and, there may be some of them that don't like what Rick and the others did. So there's a lot of different variables in here that were not in the comic book series that we're going to have to see how those are adapted. We have Gregory, who made an appointment to meet with Simon. So is he still going to, join with them? Is something going to happen with that? Are we going to see Maggie still command the Hilltop? A lot of questions here. Which home bases are they going to keep? Alexandria, of course, is kind of a battleground right now. There's been a lot of fighting back and forth there, and a lot of gunshots going off all over the place. So we'll have to see if the joint surviving communities decide to stay there, if they decide to break up for a while, if they decide to go to the kingdom or something. We'll have to see what direction the writing team takes us in for episode 100, but I'm definitely expecting to see some kind of, of a battle in episode 100, because it's the 100th episode. It should be a really great premiere, and I'm pretty much as excited for the season 8 premiere as I guess I was for the season 7 premiere, because, of course, there we were waiting to find out who was going to be killed, and with this one, we're just waiting to see how the war is going to go and what's going to happen with it. So I'm really expecting it to be great. After, of course, All Out War in the comic book series, we get a time skip and we get a new beginning, which is, quite quite a ways, further. And I was thinking this wouldn't even come into play until season 9, but with this finale and how much they went through, it's kind of hard to say and how long they can kind of, how long the war is going to last in season 8. Is it going to last the first half? I think that would make sense, to have the war last the first half, because it's going to be pretty fast paced when the fighting actually does go down. And I wonder if they're going to be able to take that story and turn that into a full season. I don't think they will. Probably half might make sense, but it should be damn well an epic half, if not the entire year being epic with enough things of them adding in. Either way, it should be really, really great, and I'm kind of sad season 7's over, but it was a great ending to the season, great finale, and episode 100 should be really special once we get it. Of course, this summer, going to continue along with the videos as always, guys. Got Fear coming up, and they said 9 weeks. So that's pretty sweet. Got Game of Thrones this summer. We'll do some reviews for Better Call Saul, maybe some Gotham reviews here and there, and the usual kind of stuff. That said, this week, going to do lots of Q&As, of course, as usual. Lots to talk about after the big Season 7 finale. So leave any questions you guys have below, any predictions you want to make for next season, and what you think we're going to see, how you're feeling. Let me know where you guys are at, and we'll do lots of videos this week. Should have a video every day this week until probably next week for you guys, because there's just so much stuff in the finale. It's just so loaded that it's quite the update, so to speak, and lots of new feels, lots of new things going on. Really, really great stuff for sure. So write your comments below. Let me know what you guys think, and if you like this predictions video, I'm thinking episode 100 should be one of our best we've ever had as a premiere. Then write your comments below. Thumb up the video. Please share. Please favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe, bottom left to get all of these videos daily in your subscriber feed. That's it for this one. See you guys again tomorrow for the Q&A. It's Trev, and I'm saying peace. See you tomorrow, guys.